So now we'll get the camera's designed so that it's hooked up to the audio system, so all the communication and conversation will be recorded.
Okay.
So don't say anything you don't want to have recorded.
Okay, that's beautiful.
That's why we do it.
Did you already turn the boost off?
Yep, when I got to about 1,000 feet, I turned the boost pump off.
Where do you see the feet? Is that up here?
Yeah, so this is the primary flight display on this side. So this is our airspeed in knots.
Okay.
This is our altitude and our climbing rate. So right now we're still climbing at almost 1,000 feet a minute.
Okay.
Eventually we'll level off probably, I don't know, about 3,500 feet or so. Don't want to get up too far. And it's just like flying an airliner at that point. I want to check out the car show. Manchester has a huge car show today. It goes from just north of 384 all the way up to that intersection, not too far from that stadium, the high school. All the way up this main street. You'll be able to see all the cars starting from right from there all the way up.
Oh, I see it.
Right down the middle of the road and on both sides. They get about, I don't know, a couple thousand cars or 1,000 cars or something.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot. It's just jammed. And on a pretty day like today, it'll be very, very busy. So while we're flying around, one of the things that you're always doing as a pilot is looking for other traffic. So right now I'm always scanning, looking for other airplanes. The ones you're most concerned about are the ones that will be close to the horizon.
Oh, okay.
You see our airplane that's like out there, like kind of near the horizon?
Okay.
That means he's very close to our altitude.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you still want to look for all of them, but those are the ones to be the most concerned about because that would potentially be more of a conflict.
Okay.
So this airplane does not have it yet, but it soon will in the next couple of months, is a traffic system. So there'll be a different transponder than this one, and in addition to sending out a code and my altitude, it'll send out a whole bunch of information about this airplane, and it'll basically take the place of an active radar signal. So all the other airplanes that are transmitting it, I'll pick up their information and they'll show up on here as another airplane, just like I had an air traffic control screen in front of me.
991
That's
Kilo
cool.
Papa, Rainer Tower, Roger. Can enter the left downwind for runway 2 and report turning final.
We'll report turning final for left downwind for runway 2 for 1 Kilo Papa.
We're 9 Lima Golf, runway 2, cleared for touch and go.
Cleared for touch and go. Runway 2, 69er 908 Golf.
9 Lima Golf, turn base when feasible. Traffic will be turning from the opposite side, extending slightly on the left side.
Hey, we'll go in and put.
Can I take some pictures?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Awesome.
It should show us over here somewhere.
Oh,
And you can drag it, and you know it's an Apple product, so you can do all kinds of things.
Oh, we're pretty far already.
Yeah.
That's the stadium right there. Do you ever fly down to the water and just go over it here?
Sure. Yeah, so rule number 1 of flying, when you're trying to change the radio, is when the turbulence is the worst.
381 Kilo Papa, roger. Runway 2, clear to land. Winds estimated about 330 at 15. And use caution, there was low level wind shear reported by a twin Cessna just over the final there, over the dike and the trees, plus or minus 10 knots.
Okay, clear runway 2 for 1 Kilo Papa.
So yeah, so right now we're already 21 nautical miles away. Or sorry, 14. 14 and a half miles from, that's nautical miles, so it's like 17 or 18 miles as the crow flies from Hartford.
Okay.
So that's Wyndham out at Willimantic. There's an airport there. That's Yukon behind us.
Oh, no way. Can we fly over Yukon?
Sure.
Sweet. Yeah, I go to Yukon, so. Oh, I see Gamble from here.
Yeah, that's an easy one to spot, the kind of shiny dome.
Yep.
Like a silver dome, right?
I pass it almost every day when walking to classes. It'd be a different experience from the top.
Yeah. So now you can see Wyndham's airport pretty good.
Oh, wow.
And their runway is also configured like a T. So there's the long runway that you can see, and close to us is a perpendicular runway.
Yeah.
It's just over the tree line.
One Kilo Pop to the jet center. 1 Kilo Pop, roll to the end. Turn left on the hotel. Taxi in a jet center parking on this frequency.
Okay, to the end.
At this altitude, the bumps aren't too bad, but we're definitely going to get some a mixture of the storm that just kind of came through that is causing some of the problems, and we're now at the midday, so the sun heats up different places on the ground at different rates, and it causes some rising columns of air, which causes some mixing of the winds aloft right now are already up to 27 knots.
Okay.
Coming from this direction.
Tower, Archer 699.
So on the surface, they were like half that. You know? But as you get these columns of air going up and down,
runway 2 cleared for the option.
They'll cause some mixing, and that's what causes gusts at the ground. Is like one of the higher speed. Some of the wind at a little bit of altitude has mixed down to the ground and caused a gust. You know. And if the wind is strong enough, if we get close to like these hills, the wind will be flowing up over the hills, and that can cause it to tumble and do weird shit. So you end up with what's called mechanical turbulence.
Okay.
So today we might get the trifecta. A mechanical turbulence, just normal turbulence from the storm,
Ranger Tower,
and then
356,
heating up the day. You know.
Okay.
Inbound with Zulu.
Oh wow, that looks amazing.
That's 35
356 Echo Sierra Panther Tower, make straight in runway 29 and report a 2-mile final.
Report a 2-mile final for runway 29er, 356 Echo Sierra. Thank you.
So Bradley's airport is that kind of brown spot way out there.
Yeah.
That's Bradley. But the visibility is not too bad because I think that's how they pronounce it, Monadnock Mountain, way off in the distance there.
Yeah, I see all the way over there, right? Well, I can see where I used to live.
So that's all student housing towards us on the side.
Yep. You see the track,
yep.
Right? The first building right in front of it is where I lived last.
Okay, yep. That's a good sized campus.
Yeah, it really is. It takes about like 15 to 20 minutes to get from one side to another walking. It's like enough, not too bad.
Yeah, where I went to school was a bit smaller campus.
Yeah?
I went to Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh. It's only got about, I think about 4,000 undergrads.
Oh wow.
Something like that, so not very many.
I think there's 3,300 people in my class.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good sized school. It's not like Ohio State size, but it's not, right? But it's not a super tiny one either.
I see the construction that's going on for a year.
Yep, I see that too.
I see my dorms for next year.
Oh, is that where that is?
Yeah, it's at the...
On the other side of the tennis courts or something?
Other side of the tennis courts.
476, Mike, traffic departure, randomly making left-hand traffic pattern. Runway 2, cleared for takeoff, right turn on course approved eastbound.
Wow, that was amazing.
Tiger move. 9 Lima Golf, make a left traffic this time.
We'll go 9 Lima Golf.
Where to now?
I was just going to cruise around a little bit. We'll go back down towards the coastline.
Okay.
I just want to, when we're flying over an airport like this, it's always good to put on the frequency for that airport. So I just switched from Hartford to Wyndham, just so we can hear if there's airplanes in the area. Because there's no control tower, those airplanes would just be announcing that they say they were coming in for landing and they were 10 miles out at some altitude. So you got an idea, like, where are they?
See any
do we need to be? No, I don't see any. It's very quiet. I don't know, low-level wind shear alerts kind of keeps most people on the ground. We'll see when we get back to the airport just how bumpy it is and stuff. If it's really bad on runway 2, I can just go around and request 29. Okay. That's one thing you have to remember when you're get into a mode. If you fly a fair amount, that pretty much every time you approach to land, you land. So mentally, it's hard to get yourself prepared to. No, I don't have to land. If I don't like what's going on, I can just go around. I don't have to land.
Yeah.
But some pilots get into a bit of a mental trap because they just think, well, I've started my approach, therefore I must be landing. So they force it down onto the ground, and that's not good. Always think like, okay, we might land. You know? And eventually you have to land. As they say, they haven't left one up there yet. I have a perfect record. Every airplane that's taken off has always come down.
Makes sense.
It's very quiet at Wyndham. I don't hear nothing going on. Oh, wait a minute, I don't even think I put your active noise cancellation on. Is that better?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh, it's
I forgot. Usually it's the wife sitting there, so she knows what to do, and I forgot all about it.
That's fine.
Yeah, yours is active noise cancellation in that headset, so it tries to cancel out the steady state, like engine noise and stuff, and it does a pretty good job.
It really does.
This is all passive. But it's very lightweight, and there's nothing on my head that, there's no clamping force. Some headsets are pretty bad. They really feel like your head's in a vise after a while.
Yeah.
Those are a very nice headset there, the Bose you have on. Yep. And they usually do a really nice job. I don't get tired wearing those. But the first time I wore them, I was just flying solo. I had them on, and I pulled out onto the runway, and I gave the power, and all of a sudden I'm like, something's wrong. The engine's not sounding right. And then, then it dawned on me like, oh, well, it's just the headset cancels it out. So it was such a difference from what I normally hear that all right. Mental note, really good headset helps.
We're at 4,000 right now?
Yeah, we're just around 4,300. Trying to come back up to